the Magic pulling out all the stops to close this series out. They outscored the Pistons 35-12 in the second quarter. Welcome on in. I'm Taylor Rooks with Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin, and Udonis Haslem. Those 8-seed Magic, they came to play. The 1-seed Pistons, they got a lot to figure out in that locker room. But for the Magic, incredible first half, top to bottom, Dirk.
Yeah, total domination there in the second quarter, especially. First quarter was tight. The second quarter, as you mentioned, 35-12. Held the Pistons to 29% from the floor. Offensively, I thought they were great. Attacking downhill, getting offensive rebounds. They were shooting the three ball well. Bain was good. Paolo had 8 points that second quarter. Black got to the rim some. So just total domination all over the first half. And Todd's on the offensive glass, as we see here. Was incredible. 4 offensive rebounds. De Silva came off the bench, made some threes and some pull-ups. So great first half for the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit, look, these guys, they're known as a defensive team. And one team came out and punched the other team in the mouth to start the game, and it was not the Detroit Pistons. They did not stand up for themselves. They let Orlando take them out of every action, win offensive rebounding duels. All the little things were controlled by the Orlando Magic. So we can get into the X's and O's. We can talk about the spacing issues, the organization offensively. But for me, the number one thing is you're a defensive team in an elimination game and you give up 60 points to a non-offensive unit. That they got to be in the locker room right now saying we got to find ourselves and our identity again.
Yeah, I mean, I think so much of the playoffs is adjusting, and it's just something that I haven't seen enough of from Detroit. I mean, you know, we've talked at length about where do you put Asar Thompson, putting him in the dunker, having him short, having him clear a little bit of space for Cade. Right now, Cade is keeping them in this game in a way. They haven't really gotten much from anybody else. So my question is, what have we seen this entire series? What changes have we seen?
They went backwards. We saw last game, and if you're a good team, once you check a box, you can't go backwards on that box. You check that box of spacing last year, how you were going to attack these guys, how you were going to be intentional in the half court. And then tonight, you do none of those things. So for me, I'm so disappointed, obviously, in Detroit right now. One, like Steve said, in the effort, and also the offensive execution when you get down court. We talk about Thompson and we talk about those different things. Please, Detroit coaching staff, get him some Draymond Green film. If they're going to guard him like that, as soon as that ball touches his hands and guys are 5 to 10 people off him, he needs to be going straight to a dribble handoff or to a pitch to Cade. Cade coming downhill with no defense there. So they should be prepared for this. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, Pistons in trouble in this one. The Magic looking to be the first 8-seed to win a series against a 1-seed since UD's Heat in 2023.
Okay.
All right, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr. and the Magic. They're trying to close it out here. They lead the Pistons by 22. The half presented by AT&T continues after this. Game of our tripleheader tonight. It's Game 6 of the Rockets and Lakers. Houston needs a win to force the Game 7, looking to close out the series. Earlier, our Cassidy Hubbard caught up with Luke Kennard. It is time for a Quick Connect, presented by AT&T.
Luke, in the playoffs, you expect swings, but what do you feel has shifted over the last 2 games that maybe have contributed to the losses?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a long series. We know that adjustments are made, both teams. Credit to them. I mean, they played very well. Obviously, it's a game of runs, and you know, I think for us, there's just been a little bit of slippage in the game plan. We got to match the physicality, and I think we get back on track.
Well, earlier in the series, you talked about how free-flowing you felt, especially in games 1 and 2. But what adjustments have you had to make, both with your looks and your touches, with Austin Reeves back in the mix?
Yeah. First off, it's great to have him back. He provides so much for us, and we're going to need him to be great himself. But for me, it's just, again, just playing within the flow of the game, being organized, being under control. Obviously, they're a really good defense. They're physical. They've upped their physicality, especially with me, and they try to take some stuff away. But for me, it's, again, not trying to force anything, just be myself and have fun with it.
Well, Marcus Smart, he said his message to the team is you guys have to be willing to run through a wall tonight. How does that show up in order to avoid a Game 7?
Yeah, from the start. I mean, from right now, actually. Our preparation since this morning and since we've gotten here, I think we have to know that it's going to be a high-level game, and we got to come out ready to go.
Well, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Of course, thank you.
Back to you.
All right, as we get ready for the second half of Game 6 in Orlando, a reminder, you can watch more than one game on Prime at the same time. Just click down on your remotes and select multi-view to watch Pistons Magic and Game 6 of the Cavs against the Raptors side by side. And the Magic, they're 24 minutes away from becoming the 7th number 8 seed to knock out a 1 seed. They lead the Pistons 60-38, and the second half is coming up next.
The Half is presented by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.